Sound and we're live.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me check my mic settings. We had a pretty good turnout last week for our comeback. I don't know if it's going to be as strong today because I've had a few watch later. Yeah, going to watch later comments. If you are here, let us know. And if you watch later, then you can be here. But it is what it is. How's it going? You're coming off the back of a pretty strong week, I think.
Huge week. From what I've seen, I think I was top of most of the leagues that I'm in. So yeah, the Rashford triple captain basically.
Yeah,
a treat.
That was the that was the key one, and Matoma smashed it in it. But let's get into it. Do you want to lead? We haven't got to worry about about the game week closing this week, which is nice.
Yeah.
Paj is there, yes, Paj. It's a bit of it's just the top two.
I'm gunning for you, mate. I'm bearing down on you.
Fair play to Paj. He's been kind of leading the way for a while.
He must have been top for like at least 75% of the weeks of the season. He's been up there from the start, hasn't he, really?
Yeah. And following from a pretty strong season last season. Rye's there as well. Yes, Rye.
All right, Rye.
I mean, Per now, he's always the one messaging me going like, "What are you going to do the pod? Are you going to do the pod?" He said he's currently cooking, so he might not be with us straight away, but hopefully we'll join. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get it out then.
Yeah, I got my team up. If is it Sharon?
There you go. Yeah. Well, yeah. So Rashford ended up with 60 triples. I mean, I can't remember what Haaland got me now. I think he only got a goal.
Yeah, he got either a goal or an assist. Yeah.
I think he scored one. So what would that? That would have been about. He probably got about 20.
20 a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. So not ideal, but at least I had Rashford captain. But yeah, the triple was you can't wish for a much better triple than that, other than your 5-goal Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, I think that was like 90-something points. But yeah, I mean, if you just had at the start of the week 2 goals and assist over 2 games, then yeah, happy days.
Yeah,
can't ask for more than that, really.
His form is ridiculous at the moment.
Yeah, I think he scored in his last quite a few games, and I think he's like 3rd or 4th highest scorer in the league now. So.
Yeah. Bruno obviously worked out nicely, even though he didn't do anything in the second game, but still pretty good.
Yeah, good enough for one. Like, I only brought him in this week, so yeah, I can't complain with that. Obviously, Shaw got an assist in the first game, but they conceded, so that wasn't ideal.
It was actually, even though I got Shaw, I think we were both. That's better off for both of us, because I think most people have Shaw, and then a lot of people had De Gea as well. So probably for the best that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then Matoma's still doing the business for me. So yeah, I just had Kepa as well has just been, since I brought him in, he's just been if he doesn't get a clean sheet, he gets you a load of save and bonus. So he's been a bargain.
Same for me. I think I brought him in like just after you, and I think
a week after me. Yeah,
I made the mistake of benching him a couple of times, which, as I said last week, I'm not going to do that again. But I was surprised. I guess a lot of people went to head, but I was surprised how low selected by he is. I think it's gone up to 8.2 now. I think last week it was like 7, maybe 7.5 or something, which considering he's quite cheap, and he's now the starting keeper for Chelsea, I would have thought it would be higher than that.
Yeah, because I keep keeping an eye to see if I've made any money on him. I think he's only just now gone up 0.1. I thought he would have gone up a bit more by now, but if he gets another clean sheet this week, then he should rock it. But yeah, obviously the Arsenal was a bit disappointing from my perspective, but also fantasy. But then at the same time, everyone's got either like Saka or Odegaard, Saliba, so no points lost there. Same with Trippier and Kane. So it's only Tony really that I think they won 3-0 and he didn't do anything, so that was a bit disappointing. But
he's had has he blanked a couple of times recently, Tony?
Yeah.
Paj is saying you'll get me game week 25. Is that the one coming up with no Newcastle and United?
Yeah, so we'll have a look in a second. But game week 25 is the one with no Newcastle, United, Brighton, and somebody else.
Yeah.
But But I've just seen they've just announced literally like half an hour ago that there's a double game week in 26 or 27, which is quite a big one, but not necessarily for big teams. I think it's Brighton, Southampton, Palace. Well, actually, yeah, fuck it. While we're here, let's have a look at it now. So yeah, this is obviously this game week is a normal game week, same for 24, but then 25. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a normal week. So 4 teams not playing there. So we said it was Newcastle, United, Brighton.
Yeah, and then is it
Brentford and Brentford?
Yeah.
And then you've got a double for Arsenal, Liverpool, Everton, and Wolves.
So you got a few. Obviously, you got Tony. You got a few Ben Mees out there. You got a few Matomas now, obviously. And then obviously United and Newcastle. I mean, some people got 3 of each, or definitely 3 United after this double game that just happened.
Exactly, yeah. So it's going to be, a lot of people might use a free hit then, but we've also got.
Paz just saying, I think you can field 6 players that week with no free hit left. I mean, if you've got 6, there's 3 weeks between now and then, and 3 chances to make transfers. So if you took 2 doubles and a single, you could get there. Like you could get that. I'm in quite a fortunate position in that I've already taken out Shaw in preparation for that for Ake this week because he's got a double as well.
Yeah.
And then I'll come on to my team in a bit, but I think I'm looking like I'm all right. And I'm surprised. I think a few people played their free hit.
Early days, yeah.
But even if you have still got it, I still don't think it's the best week to use it because if you can avoid it, then like we said a few times, the free hit, the best chance is like FA Cup quarterfinals, I think it is. Yeah. So not the next round of the FA Cup, but the one after.
That's it, yeah. So I think the conundrum is as well with this game week, like we said, Brighton, Newcastle United, and Brentford not playing. Is that the following week, which is what they've just announced? I think it's this week. No, it must be the week after.
Yeah, the one after. Yeah, I think I just saw.
Yeah, so then Brentford have actually got a double, so you're going to have to get them back in. Brighton have also got a double, and Palace and Southampton as well. So a bit of a workaround to do there. But then the week.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose those doubles. Sorry, scroll down a second. I think they're not the most attractive.
No.
But yeah, if you're taking out all your Brentford and Brighton players, then that week you'll be like, they'd actually be quite useful. So I suppose, like in your case, do you try and keep Matoma and just bench him, and then you'll still have him for that?
I think that's what I'm gonna. Yeah, there is gonna have to be a few points spent, but at the same time, I could try and manage it in a way where I can bench him, hopefully get a whole 11 for that game week 25. If not, maybe field 9 or 10, and then I'm sorted for this week because as you were referring to. I think it's this week, but it hasn't actually shown up yet because we've got to wait for FA Cup to be played. This is the week where you're going to only have maybe like 5 fixtures. So
right, and in the FA Cup, we've still got obviously Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle. No, Liverpool are out, are they? Sorry. Newcastle, Man City. Right. Newcastle, Man City, Tottenham, Leicester, Brighton. Is it? Yeah.
And they've all got home games, haven't they? All like easy-ish games in the cup. So
yeah, I mean, I suppose the only benefit of that would be that, like obviously Arsenal are out, Liverpool are out.
Yeah.
So it's it might not be a complete disaster. But,
you might be able to still get. Yeah, you're gonna have your free Arsenal. You might have a few Liverpool by then because they've got the double. But Newcastle. I think the ones that are most likely to miss out is Newcastle, Brighton, and Man United almost definitely. So if you've got a free hit, then you've got the time's coming up to use it either that week or, like we said, the other game week. But I think this is the one that's going to be more depleted.
Because I suppose also the thing is, it's not just the teams that are still in the FA Cup; it's the ones that they're going to be playing.
Exactly.
So that's that just came to me. But so like, obviously, it's potentially about five or six teams in the quarters, and then whoever they're playing. So it has happened in the past where you've really had like 4 matches that week.
Exactly,
So yeah, that's obviously when I'm planning on using my free hit.
Yeah, I mean, what I've done in the past on that game week is I've already used my free hit earlier and then been like a bit like, oh shit. But then a lot of people in that situation, they just filled like 5 or 6 players, and there's not usually that much in it.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the teams that are left in it that are actually playing aren't the best. You know, they're quite low scoring games, or you know, there's not many chances for clean sheets and stuff. But
Yeah.
hopefully, I'm not sure when the next. Do you know when the next round is of the FA Cup?
I just had it up. Yeah, it's the 28th of Feb and the 1st of March.
Okay, so first week in March, we'll know obviously what this game week's now going to look like, and you can start planning from there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think the way, like, I'm quite liking how this is all shaping up for me. Well, I just realised again, 115 points. That was a hell of a week. Where was that for the game week rank?
20,000.
21,000. Yes, good going.
Do you want to get yours up?
Yes. Yeah. Shall I? And then we'll move on to this week coming.
Yeah.
So sorry, points. I'll zoom in.
The average was only 48.
Yeah, surprising that, isn't it? I guess we're just getting to the point where there's quite a few dead teams who aren't really playing, but it is surprising that. I mean, if anyone who didn't captain Rashford or Bruno is, like, I saw someone in my work league who captained Haaland. I don't know if he just like missed it or he's just always captaining Haaland or what. But obviously he only got 2 points, so that ended up being a big error. But yeah, quite similar story to you, really. I think we've got quite similar teams at the moment.
We have,
obviously, I brought Trent in for Cancelo. That didn't work out with them getting smashed against Wolves, but they do have that double coming up in a few weeks' time. So I think it'll be good to have him.
I think that their injuries are coming back for that game as well. So like Diaz, Jota, them lot. So yeah, that could be decent.
It was dry about Mara as well, wasn't it? Because he hit the bar.
Yeah.
And when he hit, it looked like it was going in. Like it hit the underside of the bar and bounced down.
Yeah.
And then they obviously took him off, which I thought was a bit harsh. Like recently he's been like their most, one of the most attacking players. But they took him off pretty early in the second half, and then obviously I had Barnes on the bench. I don't know whether I've definitely had a lot of points on the bench this season, which is it is annoying because it does make a difference. And yeah, that 8 would have been quite nice because he's must be a bit of a differential. We have 1.5% selected by.
He's nailed on to start every week now, really, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, I think I'm going to bench him again this week. So yeah, I won't spend too much time on it. Let's have a look at what we're doing.
Because City've got the double and Arsenal got the double, haven't they?
Yeah, so I only had to make one transfer.
Nice.
It was good for this week, and also got Shaw out. Thinking of that game week 25.
I do.
So went for Ake. Yeah, I've got 3 and 3. I've got Ake, Mahrez, and Haaland, and Nketiah, Saka, and Saliba.
Yeah, prime.
And then I think and then the rest of my team, I think, is pretty strong in terms of fixtures as well. Like Trippier at Bournemouth, Kepa, West Ham, Trent at home to Everton, Rashford away to Leeds, and Kane score against Leicester. So yeah, I'm quite liking the look of that. It means that Barnes is first on the bench again. I saw that Garnacho. I didn't watch the match, but apparently Garnacho missed a couple of chances in the Leeds match.
Yeah, Youth messaged me because he's got him apparently missed. Well, I saw one of the chances. He actually did well to he took it around the keeper and then fake shot it to put a defender on his ass.
Yeah.
But then there was a guy back on the line and he headed back off the line. A bit unlucky. I didn't see the other chance, but yeah. And he gave the ball away though for I think it's for the equaliser. He just sort of thought he was fouled, gave up, and then for Leeds to go 2-0 up. I think that's why maybe he got subbed. Yeah.
I think so yeah, so I'm pretty happy with my team for this week. I think it's probably gonna have to be Haaland captaining. And even though he's not well, you can't really say he's not in the best of form. He scored a hat trick the other week. I suppose last week he just barely touched the ball, but
But you put 4 past Villa, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think a lot of people that haven't used the triple captain so far will be using it this week on either Haaland.
Yeah. You're probably right. If it wasn't a double game week, I probably would have just captained Kane because his record against Leicester is ridiculous. I think he's had. I was listening to the Leicester pod earlier. I think it's like 25 goal involvements in 19 games against Leicester or something. So yeah,
that is the sort of game he could easily score a couple of goals, 2 or 3 contributions. Yeah.
But yeah, so looking ahead to that game week 25, so I've got Trippier, Rashford, and
that's it, isn't it?
And Garnacho.
Yeah, so you're looking.
That's it, because I've taken Shaw out already. So I'm pretty, like no Brighton players, no Brentford players. So I'm in a pretty strong position. I think Garnacho's, I've been looking to take him out anyway. Obviously, the team's playing with 4. So you got Arsenal, I've already got 3. Liverpool, I've already got Trent. But it's hard to think, other than maybe Darwin. Like, I don't know whether to. Yeah, but
it is hard to think who to put in for Liverpool. Definitely,
yeah,
they're not scoring and they're conceding loads. So
maybe I was thinking maybe you could do. What's his name? Is it Elliot?
No.
Yeah. Maybe you could do Elliot for Garnacho, but I don't know. It's not. I don't know. Like, because then the other teams playing at Everton and Wolves.
Yeah, I think Tarkowski's quite a few people I've seen have been saying that's a good shout. I think he's 4.2, and obviously with Dyche there now, I know they've got Liverpool, but you've got to think they're going to start picking up a few because they're not going to be a team that scores many goals, so they're going to definitely be concentrating on keeping clean sheets. So maybe a cheap Everton defender is usually pretty good on set pieces as well. Tarkowski.
Yeah, true. Now they've got Dyche as well. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Wolves again, bit tough to know who
you've got Bueno as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got Bueno. He did. I'm a bit concerned that they just smashed Liverpool and he didn't play. Before that, he started
all of it.
All of them, and it's pretty good as well because he normally gets taken off, but only once before 60 minutes. So for a defender, if that's actually can be pretty good, like more chance of a clean sheet.
Definitely.
But yeah, I don't know why he didn't play last week. I don't know whether his place is under threat, but I suppose if they got a double, you'd imagine he'll play at least one.
Yeah.
So I just want to keep an eye on what happens with him over the next few weeks.
Yeah, we'll have to hope that. Well, not necessarily hope, but if Liverpool do start improving, then see where it is that they're going to improve. I don't know if Firmino's back soon. He could maybe he was on quite good form before he got injured, so. Yeah, he could be a bit more of a reliable option than Darwin.
I've got 2.3 in the bank. It's quite a good amount, so I could upgrade Garnacho quite a lot. The only thing is, I was going to look. Fuck. I'm just going to see. So, like, looking at those actual teams. So what do you say? You got Wolves.
You're looking like a Podence, maybe. Yeah,
Podence earlier in the season, he was popped up in a few teams, didn't he? But I don't.
Yeah, he's one of those. I've had him in a couple of times over the years, and he's never done anything for me.
Looks like he's struggling for minutes a bit as well.
Yeah, he never play 90. Yeah, I think Neves takes the penalties nowadays, and he can pop up with the odd goal. Diego Costa has even played.
I think Jimenez was injured, so I think he was maybe a bit. Yeah, last 5 games, he hasn't played at all, and also because they've got that Cunha now.
Oh yeah, he could be a shout actually.
Yeah, I don't think he's scored any yet, has he? No,
but Yeah, he could be one to watch.
Potentially 5.5, pretty cheap.
They got that Sarabia as well, who's a decent player, but I think he must have played last week. They've got quite a few injuries in midfield, so yeah.
Yeah, true. Everton didn't really bring anyone in, did they, in the window? So they're struggling. It's difficult to know again from them. And I think Tarkowski is a pretty good shout at 4.2.
But then, the midfield's lacking, isn't it? Gray, if he's on a good day.
Gray's the only one who's like even worth considering.
Calvert-Lewin is just, you can't rely on him.
No.
Did again.
Yeah, no, not at all. All right, let's take a look at how yours is shaping up.
Right.
Cool, I'll put it on.
Is that on there?
Yeah. Maybe zoom in a tad.
So I've got.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, sticking with Kepa, obviously. Like we've got pretty.
My charger, just a sec.
Yeah, no worries. So my pick again, similar to yours. I've got. Well, I say similar. I've only got 5 double game weekers, and you've definitely got the better picks from the Arsenal boys. But Martinelli hasn't really been doing it recently, and obviously his minutes are getting cut down by Trossard. That's not ideal, but I didn't want to take a -4 just to swap him for Odegaard or Saka, which I could easily do. I've got money to do it, but I don't want to waste a transfer. I hope it will come to a bit of form. Nketiah I brought in for Tony, and KDB I brought in for Bruno. So I've taken them. Did I have Nketiah last? No, yeah. So I done a -4.
Okay.
But as you can see, I've got issues coming up with Matoma. I've still got Almiron as well.
Almiron, Shaw, Rashford.
And Cucurella's, even though he's got a game that week, Chilwell's back, so he's at risk as well. And I've got
how long is Colwill out for?
Long, so.
They're true. They won't have a game, so yeah. So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to start phasing them out next week, because I'll probably start phasing the Newcastle ones out first, because they've got Liverpool. Well, yeah, Liverpool on paper is obviously a hard game, but form-wise, because I was thinking, because I bought Trippier quite early doors, so I've made decent money on him. Do I just keep him and bench him? I mean, Almiron's done nothing, so that's an easy one to get rid of. So ideally, I'd like to bench.
Probably you could get Colwill and Almiron or Shaw out first, maybe.
That's the 3 that I'm looking at, because Rashford will stay in there, and again, I've made money on him. So yeah, Almiron, Colwill, and Shaw are the 3 that I'm looking at, and then I should be able to play like a 4-3-3 that week, with no real bench. But I think that'll probably do, because I want to keep Matoma in there for when the double game week comes in.
Yeah, so if you had 3 on the bench, you could take a -4 for the next 2 weeks. Then you could swap 4 players. I think you'd be all right.
I think so. Yeah, just about.
I might actually. I forgot to mention that, but I might play my bench boost that week, because I think. Well, it depends, because it depends if I have a full squad or if I leave in, like, I might do the same as you and leave Trippier on the bench. So in which case, a bench boost wouldn't really make sense. I'll have to see.
Yeah. But yeah, it could do if you brought in a load of doublers for the Brighton and whatever games, and then you still have your strong core of City and Arsenal players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be decent.
I mean, even this week is not bad. My bench is Barnes, owned to Tottenham, Bueno, Southampton, Garnacho, Leeds, Ward, Tottenham. That's what I got. I mean, it's not too bad.
Yeah, the other thing I saw was, they've announced this double game week 27, but then so the only other 2 game weeks after that for the rest of the season, you're going to have 2 big-ish. Well, yeah, the 2 biggest double game weeks in game weeks 34 and 37, I think, and then there might be one other double game week in between, but only 1 one team or one
I
fixture.
I think you're right. It's that one where all those quarterfinal FA Cup games get rearranged. That is probably the best one for a double game for a bench boost, probably.
Yeah.
So I might, maybe I'll just hold out. I think I'm just like itching to play something, but I think I can wait.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too happy with my Arsenal boys. Like Nketiah, against Man City and Brent. They're 2 home games though, but
yeah,
I would rather have Saka for sure.
Yeah, I think Saka and Saliba's another one where he's gone up in price so much since I brought him in that I don't think I could really. I don't think it'd be wise to take him out unless I have to. You forgot to mention I was lucky I didn't bring Casemiro in last week with that red card. I didn't notice Edrich, who's in our league, put him in for a -1. Pretty unfortunate. Because I did think about it. All right, cool. So you got 5 doubles. I got 6. Both captain in Haaland. But other than that, we got pretty similar teams. Both got Shaw and Rashford. Both got Trippier. Both got Kane. It's only really Matoma.
Yeah, we both got Arsenal defender as well.
Yeah, it's only that. I've got Saliba. You got White. I got Mahrez. You got De Bruyne and Saka versus Martinelli. And obviously, I'm playing 4-3-3 with Ake at the back. Hopefully, Ake starts both games because it would be. The one thing is like, if they've got a double, are they actually going to field the same players twice? Like, I suppose if anyone in their defense, it will probably be Ake who plays twice. I suppose at the moment.
Yeah, I think they've still got a few defensive injuries or like players that are coming back. So he's been their most consistent defender. Yeah, Stones is still out. But Laporte is back, so I don't think he trusts this Sergio Gomez. So it's only really, Laporte's not a natural. Well, neither is Ake, but
and I saw that Lewis ended up playing like defensive mid, and he didn't play very well either. He looked a bit out of his depth.
He is going to be good in the future. But yeah, I think like his minutes will start. He's not good. Because at one point I was thinking 3.9 for a City defender was a bargain, especially like you said with him playing in midfield. But he never seems to complete 90 and sometimes not even 60. So if he was doing 60, if he was doing 60 plus every week, then that would be prime. But he often gets taken off at half time or comes on. So yeah.
I saw that they're being linked with Chilwell. I don't know if you've seen that.
City.
Yeah. Which, I mean, at the moment they don't really. It looks. I don't think they really need to fill their English quota anymore because they've got plenty of English players.
You can guarantee that if Foden comes back this week, he's going to have a blinder because we've both had him in, haven't we, when he was doing shit. I know he's on yellow there, but I got a feeling he is going to be available. I wonder if anyone will take a chance on Alvarez. I did consider it, but it just made more sense to have Nketiah because he's going to play both games.
Yeah, and KDB obviously his form has dropped off a cliff since the World Cup. Didn't start the last game, but it's probably a one-off, isn't it? He's not going to leave him on the bench 2 games in a row.
I think he'll play, but I'm still not confident that he'll do anything.
Yeah, well, and the way they played as well, the fact Haaland didn't get any service, I think it's just like crying. If you're going to have Haaland, you kind of got to have De Bruyne there to like set him up. Otherwise, they're just like playing sort of tiki-taka football, and it doesn't really suit him at all. So yeah. Other thing, shout out to Tete as well for Leicester because he did look class. Obviously, I've already got Barnes in our fixtures. I think we got Spurs this week, and then we got you boys, and then we've got United. So, not really a good time to bring in any Leicester players, but he did look class.
And Maddison back, like
and Maddison's the only one who you could put him in no matter who we're playing. His form is unreal. But I don't think I'm going to anytime soon, unless I maybe brought him in for Rashford before that. Before that week where they don't have United don't have a game.
Yeah. So you thinking when it gets to those double game weeks, like we said right at the end of the season, where the people that were in the FA Cup get rearranged? I'm thinking, I don't know about you, I'm thinking I'll probably do a wild card the week before the double to set myself up for it, and then bench boost for the double. So you're going to have like 15 players all double. Yeah,
that would be the best thing to do, wouldn't it? I don't think I need to play my wildcard anytime soon. I think I'm pretty happy with the way my team's looking.
Yeah.
I feel like I've turned a bit of a corner. I'm 2.1 mil now in my quest to get into the top mil.
I think I'm 100 or just out. No, maybe I'm like 200 fouls. I want to get in top 100 fouls. So yeah, that's on as well.
The cup, I lost in game. I just looked at the cups. Have a look. Yeah, I lost the overall cup in game week 17. The Leicester Cup, though, I'm still in it.
I should be doing all right because I've done well the last. Where is the cup?
At the top, and you switch it from leagues to cups.
Oh yeah,
that's why it's so easy to miss. It used to be that they just put it like underneath. It was a lot easier to track.
General cup. I'm out. Am I? Is that what this means? Yeah,
you're out.
So you're still in the Leicester one?
I just looked. I had a buy. It already because there's not that many Leicester fans. So it already started last week, and I got a buy. So I've got a game this week against someone who is he's 6.3 mil. So I should have a good chance in that.
Game week 16. So that must have been. I swear it usually starts later than that, but yeah.
Yeah, but maybe because there's just so many more players now. But I thought that they had like it was only you had to be in the top, I don't know, 2 mil or whatever to qualify. But maybe they've changed that.
Yeah, and then there'll obviously be if anyone's in our money league, there'll be a cup. It'll probably be within the last 6-7 game weeks, and there's be the same fantasy.
It's a bit of a joke, those cups, but if I could win the pod one, I'd take that all day long.
Yeah,
I'll just go for it the last few weeks of the season. Thomas is a big Tottenham fan. Tottenham, let's go. Obviously, Spurs v Leicester. I said earlier, if we win, Thomas, I'll give you a call. If not, then I'll turn my phone off. So I'll let's see how that goes tomorrow. All right, shall we have a quick look at the league table before we wrap up? Obviously, strong week for you.
This is the main league. So Josh
did pretty well as well.
Yeah, actually, because I think before the United double, he was only on about. He must have had. Let's just have a look at his team quickly. He must have had Rashford captain, I imagine. Oh, he did have.
Yeah, he tripled.
The rest of his team didn't do. They did all right. Yeah, it's quite similar. Again, the teams are probably quite similar, aren't they? At the moment.
Yeah, he had Garnacho instead of Bruno, which is the difference between you and him, really. Quite a few big scores. I really wish. I mean, in hindsight, play. To be fair, as soon as he got to a double game week for Haaland, I just played it. But I think that the fixtures weren't that good for that week, so kind of waited now.
Yeah, because then he scored a hat trick the next week, didn't he? But obviously that was just a single game week, so you wouldn't have done it then anyway. But
yeah, because what did I get? 73. If I'd had the triple, I would have got a much more respectable, like 93 or so. But yeah, still pretty tight at the top. But yeah, Josh is Josh has been top for a little while now.
Yes, but yeah, there's quite it's tight down there. Let's see, where does it actually drop off, or is it just tight?
Well,
there's a bit of a gap there. A bit of a gap, yeah.
Sort of, yeah. Like what?
Greg's dropped off a little bit. He was. Did he not have Rashford triple this week?
He. No, just captain. I think he played his wild card already as well, his post World Cup one, which. Yeah, he might live to regret that a little bit. But it's always the way. You just never know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
I'm on 1-2-4-9, so I'm still miles behind. Absolutely miles behind. There's still quite long to go, though, isn't it? So
yeah,
what is it, 15 game week still.
Yeah, plus quite a few doubles. So yeah, the chips are going to be like massively important if you've still got a load. Definitely.
Yeah, and I think because of the World Cup, it's all a bit skewed. Normally, I think it's weird to have so many game weeks left on the like at this time of the year. Like normally it wouldn't be that many. So still, there is a long way to go.
God, look at that. 150 is 28.
It was a bad week to play him, really, because you could have beaten anyone with that score.
Yeah, that's true.
The shittest player. I won my game. I saw. So
yeah, you did. Yeah.
So even this is one I'm doing a bit better, and I'm almost level. I'm just behind you.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is my best chance to do so. And per now, doing pretty well in this one as well.
He is, yeah.
What are the fixtures? Have a quick look.
Yeah.
You're playing Greg Thomas, who's tuned in, playing per now, who's in second. Billy should get a win there, really. Looking at the state of Frankham's points total. I'm against Reed. Reed, if you do watch this, he's in Morocco. He's in Morocco, so is that a good thing for me? Probably. I
don't know what the signal's like in the Sahara.
Yeah, although normally he takes like a minus 30, doesn't he? So if he doesn't do that, it's actually probably worse for me than if he has access.
Yeah, you want him to be on it.
I might message him.
Yeah. Use has got average. Come on, Use, you can win that.
Yeah, Paj against Rye. Could do with Ryan coming on an upset there.
We could.
All right, cool. When just quickly, when are the fixture times? Yeah. Obviously, no match tonight.
No.
You got
pretty packed day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of 3 o'clock kickoffs. Don't normally get 5, so you'll be watching Arsenal. I'll be watching Leicester at the same time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, start off with a Kepa clean sheet early doors. Yeah. And then United and City both play on Sunday, so a lot of points up for grabs on Sunday.
Yeah, and then obviously the double game week, Arsenal City, that's going to be huge. I keep forgetting that's coming up. So, yeah, outside of fantasy, that is huge.
I saw that Salah and KDB. I mean, KDB obviously not starting last week was good, but they're still selected by quite a lot. I mean, I know it just depends how many people aren't playing, but they are still quite heavily selected by. I'll just get mine up quickly. Have a quick look at the most transferred in for this week.
Imagine it's going to be all Arsenal and City, although a lot of people have got Arsenal and City already, so maybe not Ben Mee.
So Kepa, the most transferred in keeper, with Edison with their double game week second. Ben Mee, that's interesting because
they got us.
They got you, and they haven't got. They're one of the teams not playing in a couple. It seems
that people, even at this stage of the season, people still chase the money, like the money going up, because obviously he scored last week, so he's going to be going up. But I think this season it doesn't even makes even less difference because all the premium players are doing shit anyway. So it's not like I've always got quite a bit of money in the bank.
I've got like 2.6 mil at the moment. So I think I'm with you. Like Ake, I've just missed out on his price rise. I got him in at 5.1 instead of 5. But it doesn't really bother me at the moment. It's just like
Reece James could be one to watch in the coming, because they've got good fixtures coming up. Chelsea, like no doubles, but all good fixtures.
He just hasn't had a good season, has he? Like last season he was, he had a few big hauls. This year, I mean, he started all right, but like assists, okay, he has missed a load of games, but
he got subbed at 59 minutes and 45 seconds last week.
Oh yeah, and obviously we had him that week against Bournemouth when they got a clean sheet, and he got subbed off after 52.
Yeah,
he got injured, so. Yeah, he's one of them. I mean, he could come good, but there's no real evidence to go on at the minute.
Yeah, there's safer options for cheaper.
And then Chilwell's back now, isn't it? So Cucurella's going to start becoming a bit dodgy, especially because he hasn't exactly been playing that well.
No.
I
think Thiago Silva's the obvious one for Chelsea. I think he gets quite a few bonus as well. He is playing bloody well, so
yeah, it is interesting though because those defenders like me, Shaw, Shah, in the top 5 transferred in, none of them are going to have a game in 2 weeks' time. So I don't know if people just haven't realised about that game week yet, or if they're just because it seems like. It seems pretty dodgy to be bringing them in now. Same with Matoma. Okay, yeah, he's on great form, but he doesn't play. Matoma again, he feels like an Almiron to me. Well, I missed out. I missed the boat, but surely it's going to come to an end sooner or later. But I don't know. I mean, he does look quality, so maybe it's just a bargain at 5.2, and it's like should definitely get him in. Maybe I'll wait out until they've got that double. And then bring him in for that.
Yeah, his price isn't going to go up too much more between now and then because, like you said, he's not going to have a game. So Nketiah's gone up 0.3.
It'll be interesting to see how many people use that free hit that week. I think we'll see a lot.
And
they might. It'll sort them out obviously for that week, but they might regret it later on. And Nketiah, he must have gone up a fair bit since I brought him in. I guess I got him at.
I think you got him 6.5. So
yeah. All right, cool. We'll end it there. All right. Have a good game and good luck to Arsenal.
Yeah. Good luck to Leicester.
Hopefully, man. I'm hoping we've turned a bit of a corner. That like we were saying, we were having a chat the other day in it, and we were saying we think Bournemouth and Southampton are definitely the likely candidates to go down, but that third spot there's not much between them, and also like quite strong teams like West Ham, Leeds, Wolves, Everton, Palace, Leicester. So it's very difficult to call that last spot, and obviously with us having Spurs, Arsenal, and United next 3 games, we really need to try and pick up like at least one win from those. So hopefully tomorrow.
Well, hopefully against the Spurs boys. I'll be
Yeah. All right, cool. Nice one, man. Have a nice weekend. Catch you next week.
Sounds good.
See you in a bit.